You join me in the car, and we are back for another CEX trip. It's been a while since we've been to one, so hopefully this one proves to be very good indeed. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are. If you are, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.
What's up, guys?
Shut up. So we've now arrived to CEX. It's one where I frequent a little bit. It's not one that I go to all that often, but it's a good one. It's usually got a lot of stock and a lot of just different stuff that I don't tend to get in my actual local one. I guess it's about 45 minutes ish drive, so it's not too bad, but it's bigger. It's usually better, so hopefully we can find some good stuff. I'm not sure. I do have the missus with me, so I'm going to be on a tight leash. But yeah, hopefully we get some stuff and the weather holds, because it's very rainy here at the minute, but you never know. Let's just see what we get. So I have to say, I haven't ever done a voiceover before, so we're just working with what we've got, and we're just playing it by ear as we usually do. I have to say this CX was pretty good. Past Ali, which you will see in just a few seconds, will explain to you exactly what he got. There's a fair few good stuff, a lot of cheap stuff, because that's what CX is at the minute. I'm buying a heck of a lot of like cheap games from it, which is good, because obviously, I don't like buying cheap games off like the internet, because you always pay the postage, which makes it double, and that annoys me, to be fair. The voiceover thing's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I could do this a lot more. If you like it, let me know down in the comments, because this is pretty cool. But it was very successful indeed. I found a pretty cool Xbox 360 game that I have never seen before. I don't think it's expensive, but it was super cool and thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, let's go. So we're back in the car. It started to rain when we came back, which it held out quite well, to be fair. The CX store was actually a lot better than what I anticipated. Hopefully you've seen some overlay shots. It was the missus who was involved with that, so hopefully they come out good. I haven't seen them yet, just as a FYI.
They're amazing.
She says they're amazing. She's sitting next to me. I don't know if she wants to be on camera, probably not. So I bought a lot of games, like in total probably like 10 12 games, something like that. A lot of 360, quite a few Steelbooks again, because I've been hunting them out, and CX has been pretty good for them, I'm not gonna lie. That's cool. Nothing off the PS3 hit list though, which is kind of an issue and kind of annoying me, because my focus is like meant to be solely on the PS3 hit list, but apparently not. Apparently I'm just buying more Xbox 360. Got a few PS4 games as well. Obviously I'll show you when I get back to the games room, but it was very successful. Like, that's 2 CX trips sort of in a row where I've come back with a lot of games. Not expensive games, but cool ones. There's one piece on the 360 that I haven't seen ever. Yeah, words, fathoms, stuffs. Yeah, I've never seen it at all. So I'm looking forward to actually showing you guys that. I don't know if it's rare, I doubt it, but it's just a really cool piece, and that's probably the best part of today, I'd say. I think we're gonna head back now, gonna grab some food, see how that goes, and then yeah, head back to the game room, show you what I've got. Hopefully it's pretty good. If you enjoy, drop it a like, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so. I'll see you in a minute. And we're back into the wonderful setting of the game room. Yes, after such a successful CEX trip, I'm actually quite shocked at actually what I got, to be fair. However, the biggest caveat I can actually say, I didn't get any PlayStation 3 games. None. And that's like the first time going into any CEX in ages, absolutely ages, that I haven't got a single PlayStation 3 game. However, we do have like 10 games here, which is pretty cool. PS4 and Xbox 360. I know, my Xbox 360 collecting recently has been quite a lot, and I'm aware of that, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. It's great. I've got a couple of Steelbooks. I've got a really cool like special edition, which is kind of, I don't know. I've never seen it before. I don't think it's that uncommon, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie, but no PlayStation 3 games at all, which kind of sucked. Nothing off the PlayStation hit list either. Nothing at all. I went there for one game, but it didn't have a single manual. So I was like, okay, fair enough. We'll go again. We'll see what we can get. But we came along with this. Like I said, we've got 4 PlayStation 4 games. And then we've got 6 Xbox 360 games. I was going to say PlayStation 3 then, but that's not the case. Because none, like I said, none whatsoever. So we'll just go swiftly into it. I think anywhere from maybe 40 to 45 pound. I think I spent, obviously you'll see prices for everything, and you'll see hopefully up on the screen like the total at the end. It's not crazy prices, but it's good. Some of this is wicked stuff, especially a couple of the Steelbooks. I couldn't leave them there for the price. I really couldn't, although I do already have them on the PlayStation 3, so they'll probably be moved swiftly on. Anyway, I digress. First game up is, it just caught my eye. It really did, and I was like, ooh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty fun to play, and that is Bee Simulator. It's nothing probably too great, I'm not gonna lie, but it's £6, and I love bees. Like, they are like my favourite animal going. I would show you inside, but it has the receipt, so I'm not going to do that. £6. I thought that wasn't a bad deal. I don't know anything about it. I just love bumblebees and bees in general. They're like my favourite animal. They really are. So for £6, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a chance on that. If you've ever played it, let me know. Small, you know, there's a small chance out there, but you might have. I don't know. I don't know what you're into. No idea. But Bee Simulator as the first one, £6. We'll come up to the second one. It was only £2 for this PS4 game. I didn't enjoy it when it came out. I played the beta, and I played a little bit of when it actually got released. It wasn't my favourite. It really wasn't. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It is Battlefield Hardline. Again, it's one Battlefield that I didn't own on the PlayStation 4. I didn't enjoy it. I don't... Yeah, to this day, it's not really the best. I don't even know if you can actually play on like the servers or anything. I don't know. But for £2, I was like, it's fine. I think I need just Battlefield 4 to complete my PS4 Battlefield games. Then that would be all of them, I think. I don't have 2042. I have it on PlayStation 5 though. So, you know, is what it is. I don't even know if it got released on PS4. It probably did. But Battlefield Hardline, £2. I'm okay with that. We're up to £8 spent already. If you're enjoying this video, drop it a like, because there's not a lot of like great quality, but there's some pretty cool pickups here. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably run the next 2 like simultaneously. So I was looking through my PlayStation 4 collection the other day, and I realized that I'm missing 2 of the Assassin's Creed games. I didn't know that either, but apparently I am. I think these 2, and then Mirage, which is a little bit too expensive for me at the minute. It's like £15, something like that, and Shadows obviously, but I'm not going to pick that up for ages. Doesn't really interest me either too much, but the older ones really do. So we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla for £6, which I think I've had this like twice already. I played it a little bit. It's okay. It's not my favorite Assassin's Creed game. It really isn't. But I think for £6 to like complete my Assassin's Creed set on the PS4, I'm okay with. There's a couple of collections that I don't have, and like remastered ones like Assassin's Creed 3 and Rogue Remastered. I'm not sure. Is there an Ezio collection as well? I believe. So there's a couple that I'm missing, but these 2 were cheap, so I'm gonna add them any day of the week really. And then this one is probably my favorite PS4 Assassin's Creed. This and Origins, it's tied. It's very close. It really is. It's very close. So this one is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and this was like the first one on the PlayStation 4 system. This is amazing. For £8, this is such a good game. It's fantastic quality. It truly is. Yeah, I haven't played this in a long time, but I've thoroughly enjoyed this when I got my PS4. I think I got this and like Call of Duty Ghosts as like my 2 games when I got the PS4, because I got it in like January 2014. So I got both of these. But £8 for an Assassin's Creed game, you can't go wrong. You really can't. £8. That's pretty good going. So we're adding these 2 games as well. That completes the PS4 games. So we've got both Assassin's Creeds. Then we have Bee Simulator and Battlefield Hardline. I think that's pretty good. I think that's good. 4 games. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section, because I don't know how much that is. I think it's around, what, 14, 16, 22 pound for PlayStation 4 games. PlayStation 4 is a great like system to collect for. It's like the latest system that I do collect for is the PlayStation 4. So yeah, it's got such a vast library, as you can tell by the titles I've actually picked up today. And for £22, I think that's a bargain. I do believe that that's very good value for the PS4. I've always said it, and I'll say it once more, just because the PS4 is great value. It really is. It's got such a good library. That's why I've got so many games for it. If you're looking for something that's like new, like not brand new, PS4 all the way. So the next 2 games are Steelbooks, and these are Steelbooks I have on the PlayStation 3 as well. I have the hardened edition of one of them, and then I have the bigger box special edition of the other one, complete. Everything hunky dory, there you go. But these were cheap, and I wasn't gonna. You can't leave Steelbooks if they're cheap. Let's be real, you can't do that. That's just mean. Don't do that. But these were cheap. £5 for the pair. Happy days. First one is Call of Duty Ghosts for £2. I think this is complete with both discs and everything like that, so that's pretty cool. I don't know whether this is like a 2-disc. It is a 2-disc install. Jesus, that's quite impressive. £2 for that. It's in good condition. There's not too many marks on it at all. I thought, you know what, you can't leave it there for £2. You can't, especially for the next one as well. This one was £3, obviously, because I spent £5 for the pair. So that is GTA 5 Steelbook edition. It's supposed to come in like the bigger box special edition version with like the map and everything like that, but obviously it's just a Steelbook. You can see that. But again, complete with discs and manual, everything like that for £3. It's in pretty good condition. Once again, it's got a few scratches here and there, but it's a black Steelbook. What do you expect? I'm happy enough. I probably will pass this on. I'm not sure just yet, but I probably will be looking to move these on. But for £5 for the pair, I thought, you know what, that's actually a really good deal. So I'm happy with that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would actually pick them up. I don't like leaving Steelbooks, even though I don't really collect these Steelbooks for the Xbox, because I think they deserve, you know, happiness and a place to call home, even for a little bit. You know, even if it is just for a little bit in my collection until I move these on to people who actually really want them. Who knows? I think you can get a little bit for them on like eBay and Vinted. Not massive amounts. They're not worth like stupid money compared to what CEX charge for them. But they're good enough. They're alright. They're not too bad. So the next one is a cardboard sleeve for the Xbox 360. And it's a game that I do not own. So that's quite cool. I'm assuming it's the first one like remade or just remastered for the PlayStation for the Xbox. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. It is Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. So I'm assuming this is the first one, like reimagined or remastered for the Xbox 360. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. But it came in like a nice slipcover, which was pretty cool. I've never seen it before, so I bought it, and it cost me £5. Wow, I know, £5. That's crazy, but it's in pretty good condition. So I thought, you know what, it's a Halo. The first 1 and 2 on the original Xbox were really good. I do have fond memories of playing that around with friends. So yeah, Halo Combat Evolved. That's cool, and it's my first cardboard sleeve on the Xbox 360, so again, not bad. Next one is a game that you cannot get on the PlayStation 3, clearly, because I wouldn't buy it otherwise. It came out on the PS2, just never a PS3 release, because I think this came out in 2006, and that game in question is Hitman Blood Money. I think this is like the second one in like the trio of games in like that era. You've got Silent Assassin as well. You've got another one, but I don't know what, you know, in what way they got released. I think Silent Assassin was before Blood Money. Not 100%. I think this is the third one out of like those Hitman games, but they're they're really cool, and obviously this was probably like the best way to play it. Again, didn't come out on the PlayStation 3 as far as I'm aware. If it did, I will have a look for it. You've only got Absolution, I believe, on the PlayStation 3. I think that's the only Hitman game on the PlayStation 3. I think so. I don't know. But for £3.50, it's pretty cool. Complete with the manual. Lovely stuff. 2 games added. Now for the next one, it is another juicy steelbook, but this one is one I will be keeping because it's a Xbox exclusive. It's not an expensive steelbook, and to be fair, even if you tried to sell it like separately from like CEX and that, I think you're looking at between 5 and 10. Like, it really isn't that expensive. I think it's quite common, to be fair. I do. It came with a slipcover, which is pretty cool. And it will replace the game that I already have, because I already have it, but it is in the classics. That might give away what it is. It might not. I don't know. That is Perfect Dark Zero. I haven't played this. I don't really know too much about it. It's a very nice steelbook, if I'm being honest with you. It's a very nice steelbook. It's in great condition. Great condition. Complete with manuals and all that gumph. And the sleeve as well, which is quite nice. It cost me £5. It's cool. That's the bottom line. And it replaces the only classics case that I have for my Xbox 360 collection, because it kind of annoyed me. It doesn't annoy me like massively like platinum games or anything like that, but I was you know, I was a little bit annoyed. So I was like, okay, let's replace it, and we found the steelbook version. So there's not much more to say about that. Perfect Dark, it's pretty cool. And then we come on to the last piece of this CEX haul. I think it's been a great haul. It really has. I think I'm adding like what, 8-9 games, something like that. And then obviously you've got a few steelbooks and special editions as well. You know, nothing too crazily expensive, but things that I don't see often at all. And this is the pinnacle of what I don't see often. I've never seen this in my life. You probably have seen, you know, watching this video. I haven't. And I thought it was really cool. And it only cost me £3. So here we are. This is the special edition, or, you know, collector's edition. I don't know what it is. Special edition, we'll go with that, of Viva Pinata. Look at that. How cool is that? It's like, I don't even know. So it came with the manual, which I don't know if it was supposed to come with the manual, because it doesn't actually fit in the case at all. So it comes with the slipcover, which is pretty cool. It's like a, I don't know, like a plastic case. It's not metal or anything like that, but look at it. It's so cool. I've never played a Viva Pinata game, so I don't know what they play like. I think they're quite arcadey and pretty, you know, fun, as what I can understand. We'll open it up. It comes with like all the gumph. I think that's where the discs are. You've got the manuals. You've got everything in there. It's just kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty cool. And for £3, I think that's an absolute bargain. I'd really do. I've never seen it before in my life. Like I said, I don't think it's not that expensive. Even on like eBay and that, you're probably talking like between 5 and 10. Like, it's really not that expensive, but it's something that I've never seen in my life. Never. So I had to pick it up. I had to. It's not on any other system as far as I'm aware as well. I don't think Viva Pinata is. Don't think so. But that's really cool. And it's in great condition with the slipcase. What more do you want? £3. £3 for that. That's probably the biggest. It's not monetary wise, but that's like the biggest and coolest thing that I've got in this collection of games. In this CEX haul. Not in the whole collection. Let's be realistic about that. But £3. I'm gassed about that. That's cool. It might be an awful game and terrible, but I just think it's pretty cool. So no PlayStation 3 games, no PlayStation 2, but a lot of Xbox 360 and quite, you know, a little chunk of PS4 as well. I don't think you can complain. I can't complain, surely enough. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 Xbox 360 games going into the collection, 4 PlayStation 4 games going into the collection, and I think I might move on the 2 steelbooks that I found. Just to, you know, pay for a little bit of what I bought, really, to be fair. I don't do it often, but you can't leave steelbooks there. You just can't. If they're cheap like that, £2-3 each, you can't. You're stupid if you leave them there. You are. You just are. I think that's a banging little haul. I really do. I wasn't surprised. You know, I wasn't actually. I was surprised at it. To be fair, I just walked in. I do like this CEX because it's quite a big one compared to like my local one, and I don't frequent it that often. Maybe like once a month if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, I'll go there once a month. But it's usually quite successful. I think the last video I did was a whole bunch of Steelbooks as well, which is cool. And we've got what, 3 special editions, 4 special editions in this one today. Honestly, it's a great CEX. I do like it. It's a shame it's not too close because it's like 45 minutes in the car, which it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But obviously, you know, you make sort of like a day of it, or at least half a day of it. So we did that, and we got some lovely lunch afterwards. Treat for the missus, which was cool. But yeah, it's not an expensive haul. Like I said, it's probably 45 quid. I think it's like 43.50, something like that. Can't remember. But it's a lot of games, and some of them are absolute bangers, especially Black Flag. That's brilliant, and I'm kind of looking forward to playing Bee Simulator. I really am. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I'd love to hear from you. And CEX is just brilliant at the minute. It really is. I've got some decent stuff from there recently. I've been, you know, to different ones over the last few weeks, and every time I've come back with, you know, at least a little handful. You know, what I say, like 4 or 5 games, which hasn't happened in a while. But again, 10 games from one CEX. That's good. If that's not worth a like, I don't know what is. My name's been Lawrence. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week and all weekend. But for now, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.